today's video is going to get a little bit spicy because we're going to talk about the MLB Awards finalists between the Rookies of the Year and the MVPs. I would say the Cy Youngs are pretty solid, but a lot of Ryan Mountcastle fans, Adolis Garcia, Aaron Judge fans, they are not happy this morning. What's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. If this is your first time on the channel, we talk baseball every single day, so don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, as well as use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek if you're going to any basketball games, football game, concerts, anything like that. But if you're going to concerts, I just want to remind you guys, please be safe and aware of your surroundings, because my heart goes out to everyone at that Travis Scott event. I mean, that was just so tragic. Anyways, let's get back to baseball, shall we? The first kind of big signing, I'm going to put that in big old fat quotations, air quotes, because the Heaney dog is on the move. Andrew Heaney, he is going to the Dodgers on a 1-year, $8 million deal. I'm sure that his phone rang and he said, absolutely, I will take that deal 100%. And a lot of sabermetrics guys are looking at Andrew Heaney as kind of the next Nick Pivetta. Nick Pivetta always had the spin rate that, you know, people thought he was going to be really good for the Phillies, but then he got traded to the Red Sox and they actually were able to take advantage of his stuff. And maybe the Dodgers can do that with Andrew Heaney, similar to what the Blue Jays did with Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray signed for about the same deal just a year ago with the Blue Jays, and he ended up winning he's going to win a Cy Young. And I just really think that Andrew Heaney deserves a fresh start. He's back in LA. He's more comfortable in California, and hopefully, because he's a nice guy from what I've heard, he can have a solid season as a 4-starter, as a 5-starter, maybe a long relief guy. I like Andrew Heaney, and I hope that he succeeds, because Yankees fans, I mean, probably deservedly so, at least baseball-wise, they were ruthless towards my guy. Moving on over to another starting pitcher, but this guy has some cachet behind his name, Justin Verlander, a future first ballot Hall of Famer. We're actually going to talk about him in tomorrow's video. The wait will be over. We're going to go ahead and rank the top 25 free agents, so make sure you guys are subbed and have your bells turned on for tomorrow's video. But Justin Verlander threw a bullpen session, and some of the teams that were there, you have the Yankees, the Tigers, and the Rangers. When I heard that the Tigers were in attendance, it actually got me pretty excited, because could you imagine if Verlander went back home and he was able to take under Casey Mize, Tarek Skubal, and Matt Manning all under his wing and show him some veteran leadership along with AJ Hinch, because they have that connection. The Tigers, to me, have a chance of getting both Justin Verlander and Carlos Correa because of the success and the kinship that they already have with AJ Hinch. Mr. Hinch, he is going to be the secret to a very, very successful offseason, in my opinion, for the 2022 Detroit Tigers. I think the Tigers, they're going to make some noise. But just to focus on Justin Verlander, he does have a qualifying offer from the Astros, which means that if he accepts it, he gets $18.4 million. But the last time that we saw him, he was winning a Cy Young. He's pumping 96 to 97 miles per hour in these bullpen sessions, and he wants to pitch until he's 45 years old. So is he going to risk it? I put that in air quotes because $19 million is still a lot of money, but I'm sure because he's Justin Verlander, he's technically coming off a Cy Young season because that was the last time that he pitched, but he's also coming off Tommy John at 38 years old. So there's some injury concerns and some risk involved, but if you were a general manager, would you be interested in Justin Verlander, but at the right price, maybe $25 million? Is that fair? All right, let's go ahead and talk about these awards for Rookie of the Year, MVP, and Cy Young. Let's talk about the Cy Young first and foremost, because I really don't have anything negative to say about these. In the National League, you have Corbin Burns. He's probably going to win it. Max Scherzer and Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler was really good. A lot of people think that he's underrated. I'm in that camp as well. In the American League, you have Garrett Cole, who in my opinion lost the Cy Young. So by default, Robbie Ray is going to be your winner. And then the last finalist is Lance Lynn of the Chicago White Sox, so he beats out his buddy Carlos Rodon. Let's talk about the MVPs in the National League. You have Bryce Harper, Juan Soto, and Fernando Tatis. Braves fans are going bonkers on social media because this is the first time ever. We'll talk about the AL in just a second, but all 6 finalists for MVP were not on a playoff team. So people are saying, hey, it should be Austin Riley because he helped out a playoff team and eventually the World Series. But we know it's a regular season award, and baseball is pretty much the one sport that you have to rely on your teammates. So if you don't make the playoffs, I mean, just ask Mike Trout. It's not a big deal. Do not get me wrong. Austin Riley had a fantastic season, but to me, he was was not better than Tatis, Soto, or Harper, so I would say that he is for sure top 5, but I would not rank him ahead of any of those 3 guys that we mentioned. And to me, I think Bryce Harper is going to win it. In the American League, you have Shohei Ohtani, Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Marcus Semien, not Aaron Judge. And a lot of Yankees fans, of course, because they're very passionate about their players, they are sounding off because he got snubbed for a Gold Glove. That 100% makes sense. I think that Aaron Judge should have been a finalist over Hunter Renfroe. That is no shade at Hunter Renfroe. I think that he was fantastic, but the numbers speak for themselves. Aaron Judge was in fact better than Hunter Renfroe. So Ohtani, Vlad, and Semien, would you rank Judge ahead of Semien, or do you think that Semien winning a Gold Glove over David Fletcher and hitting 45 home runs, making history for power numbers for a second baseman, is he a top 3 candidate? You guys have to let me know. Moving on over to the rookies of the year, we have Dylan Carlson, Jonathan India, and Trevor Rogers. In the National League, we don't see a Patrick Wisdom, but to me, these 3 guys make sense. Maybe Patrick Wisdom over Dylan Carlson. A lot of people have been saying that. And then in the American League, we have 2 different snubs. Wander Franco, Randy Arozarena, and Luis Garcia are the finalists. There is no Ryan Mountcastle, even though he made a Baltimore rookie record, passing Cal Ripken Jr. for most home runs hit by a rookie. And then no Adolis Garcia, or Adolis Garcia, I don't remember how to say his first name, of the Rangers. He played some great defense, but his on-base skills were not that great. So the power was there, the speed and the defense was there. Mountcastle had the power, but if we take a look at the raw numbers, Randy Arozarena, in my opinion, was better than anyone that we just mentioned. And also, I just want to throw this out there. If Wander Franco had been called up a few weeks earlier, he wins unanimously. Wander Franco is going to be an MVP caliber player for the next 15 years. He's that good. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the Luis segment. 2 different Luises I want to go ahead and bring up. First and foremost, real quick, Luis Rojas, the former manager of the New York Mets. It is expected that he will be signing as the new third base coach of the Yankees. Apparently, Phil Nevin is just not someone that the Yankees would like to return. He did make a few blunders as the third base coach, and a lot of Yankees fans were giving him some flack towards the later part of the season. Another Luis I want to talk about, Luis Castillo, who was so good. He had a 2.73 ERA after June 1st, was one of the best pitchers in baseball after the All-Star break. He is going to be a free agent after the 23 season. He throws 99. He has one of the best changeups in baseball. I really think that he can be a contributor for a fringe playoff team or a World Series favorite. A lot of people are linking him to the Yankees, and the Yankees are going to be linked to seemingly everyone because, yeah, they're tired of losing. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you make of today's recap? What do you make of Andrew Heaney going to the Dodgers on a 1-year, $8 million deal? You have Justin Verlander throwing 96 and 97 miles per hour in a bullpen session with a lot of teams there, but more specifically the Yankees, the Tigers, and the Rangers. The MLB awards, there was a few snubs like Adolis Garcia, Ryan Mountcastle, Aaron Judge, and Austin Riley. And then also, would you want Luis Castillo on your team? He had a very shaky first month of 2021, but again, he was dominant from that point after. So thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there, and remember, tomorrow's video is going to be a banger. A lot of spicy opinions, the top 25 free agents going into 2022. I'll catch you guys there. Stay safe, and peace out.